here I am now, awake, and time to get this workout going. I came down and set my things up already, but I have my Peloton app, and I'm going to do a couple of HIIT classes today. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to do two 20-minute HIIT classes.
What's up, Peloton? My name is Rebecca Kennedy. Welcome.
We'll just see what comes up next.
Cardio.
Easy enough to just do a class with a friend on YouTube or Peloton. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And my friend and I doing it together. Makes it a little bit more fun. And this is my post-workout treat. Cup of coffee before I start my day. Usually black. Sometimes I do add a little bit of almond creamer to my coffee. But I think today I'll drink it black. Okay, so here's what I decided to use one of these quick soups for tonight because my husband's out of town. We have a busy night. And so I just wanted to show you the label. This soup I got at Home Goods. They actually have some decent soups there. This is an all-in-one. All you have to do is add it in, follow the directions. It calls for a 1/4 cup of olive oil, sauteed onions, and some carrots and stuff. And then there's no fat already in this food, but it does then have some fat added with the olive oil, obviously. It's fairly low in sodium, especially considering it is a soup. It's pretty hearty with the lentils and the beans, so it's got a good bit of carbohydrates, but of those 35 carbohydrates, 15 of them are coming from fiber. So it's a good amount of fiber. In addition to that, there are 13 grams of protein, which make this a very hearty soup. And like I said, it's a quick and easy night. Throw it in the crock pot, prepare it in the morning, let it sit in the crock pot all day. I get home from work and it'll be ready to eat. Okay, so now I'm going to add my already prepared onions because I needed this for another recipe and I just thought it was easier. Whoa. Okay. So stir that up. Get them a little sauteed. And then I'll add my tomatoes. Okay, so I'm going to add my tomatoes. These are pretty sauteed. I love this crock pot because you can cook right on the stove and put the insert right into the case that they have. Get that nice and warm. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, and then I'm going to start adding the water in. Uh-oh, not good. Okay, now all I have to do is add my beans, and all the seasonings are in there. As you can see, they're floating. So I will now drop that in. And like I said, this is a quick, easy meal when my husband's out of town. Let's give it a little stir. And then all I have to do is put it on crock pot, put it in, press start, and then I'll be good to go. So I put the crock into the crock pot. I have it on, I'll do 9 hours. My son is home doing school from home today, so I'll have him check it for me, but I will just press start, and then at lunchtime I'll check it out. Now on to my breakfast. Now that dinner is situated, I am a planner. I have to plan or I do not eat healthy. So again, I use avocado oil, less smoke point, although you saw what happened earlier. I have my egg. This is a little handy dandy egg maker, and it's so easy to use. So all I do is close it, and it will be cooking my egg that I will eat on my 647 bread here, or muffins. I have it cooking in there now, and I'm going to make my picky daughter her breakfast, which is an avocado on the 647 muffin. When I'm finished with my egg, I will put on some, I do plant-based things. I eat plant-based, so I have some plant-based fake cheddar cheese that I will sprinkle on my egg to make an egg sandwich with my 647. And just like that, my egg is cooked, and I will put a little of my cheese on it. I'll add a little cheese. Sometimes I've closed the top before, but it gets messy and I hate to scrub it off. So I'll just let it cook there. My muffin is done. It broke into two when I was getting my daughter's breakfast ready. So I will have to make do. And she had a little bit of avocado left, so I might even just stick the rest of this on there. And with the seasonings, we love to use the everything bagel seasoning. So I'll just plop my egg right on my English muffin there, and I have my coffee and my basil for tomorrow night's dinner. I have everything all ready. So that's breakfast. Now it's lunchtime, and I have a homemade butternut apple squash soup, which is excellent. And then I also have a kale salad with butter beans, and it also has some olives, green olives, black olives, and a little bit of feta cheese. So I have my protein source from my butter beans, and then my greens and my superfood kale. And it's got a lemon, garlic, and olive oil, or I use avocado oil for the dressing, and it is so good. I used quite a bit extra garlic, and it's so good. But anyway, I have my salad and my soup for lunch on a cold, windy winter day. So let's go back to the soup I prepared this morning in a jiffy because we have a busy night. So here it is, my 5-bean Tuscan soup, and I'll turn the light on so you can see better. It looks so delicious. Look at all that fiber and the beans and the protein. There's also some carrots and stuff in there. So when the kids get home from school and ask what's for dinner, I can say, ta-da, it's already done. And no one complaining that they're hungry, because I'll just whip them up a bowl of soup, give them a slice of, we'll probably have a slice of a garlic Tuscan bread that I got from Wegmans, along with a salad, and that's dinner. I turned the temperature down a little bit so that way by the time I get home from work, it'll be all ready to go. Much quicker, much healthier, and much easier than waiting in on any line at fast food when you're in a pinch and you need a meal quick. Crock-pot is the way to go. Well, the time has come. It's time for my dinner, And I have a salad here with some purple cauliflower as well as some white, some tomatoes, and just some extra veggies and stuff in there. And here is the soup I made today in the crock pot. It looks scrumptious, all those beans and veggies in there. And not only that, it's just so warming for such a cold night. December and the cold nights, I love a bowl of soup. So I'm going to enjoy my colorful dinner here, colorful healthy dinner I should say. And I hope that you guys can find some quick, easy crock pot meals for dinners for your
All right, good morning, everybody. So here we are. It's about 8:15 in the morning. My fiance Jess is already up and out for the day, but she left me a little bit of coffee. So we'll have some of that. And we're looking at a little bit of breakfast here. So she gets some farm fresh eggs from one of her friends at work. So we'll be having a couple of those. And it looks like a little spinach, onion, and maybe throw a little cheese in there. So we'll get that going, and that's how we'll start the day today. All right, so here's the final product. Decided to skip the cheese just because it kind of cooked a little faster than I thought. Throw some hot sauce on there because eggs and hot sauce are meant to be together, and whenever there's food around the house, Stella comes and has to check out what's going on. One thing I did want to talk about quick is SodaStream here. If you guys love soda and the carbonation, this thing is amazing. Just put whatever water you want to use in there. We use filtered water, stick it in there, carbonates it, so quick, easy. I probably have 1 or 2 of these every day. All right, so we're heading to work here. I just kind of wanted to say that's not maybe a normal breakfast for me. I just don't have anything scheduled early this morning, so I kind of got to take my time a bit. When I'm working in the gym and getting there at 6:30, 6:45, usually I'm just grabbing stuff out the door, whatever's available. Maybe even some cold leftovers. But also got the gym bag. Every day, gym bag's always there, always has clothes in it, even if I wasn't really planning on exercising, because who knows what could come up and could work out and I might want to exercise. So I'd rather be prepared than not prepared. So here we go. All right, so here we are at work. It's about 8:30, and I just realized it's December 1st. What the heck? A lot of you probably know me more from the gym here at the weight management office, but I also coordinate shape down program for the kids. So that's what I'm working on today. If you have any questions about that, let me know. So yeah, here we go. Got the coffee and the water. Let's get rolling. All right, so I'm sitting in the office here doing some work. And then Ryan comes in and says, I got some mail. So from time to time, he'll do this to me. So we see what's in the mail here. Got 150 squats, 100 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, and 5 handstands. I guess we gotta get that done before the end of the day. Here we go. All right, so all the exercises we decided to break up into 5 sets. So just did 30 squats, 20 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a handstand, and it took 2 whole minutes. So look at that, fitting it in. All right, so here we are back in the gym. Let's see, it's lunchtime. Yeah, about 10 or 12. So I got 2 sets in so far for the 5 sets for the day. So the plan for lunchtime, quick workout, another set, get on the elliptical a little bit, do another set, and then we'll have some lunch. All right, so lunchtime exercise is over. Did a set of the exercises that Ryan challenged today. 20 minutes on the elliptical and another set, so quick 25 minutes. Probably wondering why I'm outside now. Well, with all of the holiday stuff going on this past week and not really being at home as much and not making food at home as much, we have no leftovers. And we ate all the Thanksgiving ones, and that's normally what my lunch is. So we're walking across the street here quick to find some lunch. And yeah, I'll catch you a little later when I find what I'm having. All right, so this is what I ended up getting here. This little Santa Fe style salad, from across the street at the grocery outlet. It's only $3, so, you know, not breaking the bank. Got a nice little salad there, a decent amount of protein in there. Like I said, normally I'm having leftovers, so tonight you'll kind of see how we normally do that. And even if I want a little snack and that's not enough, we always got some little almonds in here if we need them. So here's lunchtime. So it's about 1:45, and we just finished our sets for the day. Well, I did. Ryan, what do you have left?
A lot.
All right, he's got a lot yet, so he's got to get to it. All right, so it's about 2:30. Sometimes in the afternoon I have a cup of coffee, so doing that right now. All right, so it's about 4:15. I just got home. I'm not much of a snacker, but I do kind of have a routine of every day coming home, and I usually have a pickle. I don't know why. I like pickles. And then tonight for dinner, we're making kind of pasta. On Black Friday, we went to Trader Joe's because we don't get to go all the way out there often. So that's what's for dinner tonight. Have these turkey meatballs here, which are looking good. And then I've seen somebody on social media do these hearts of palm pasta. So it's like a low carb version. So in the whole container, it has 13 carbs and 5 fibers. So something new. We're going to give it a go tonight. Probably use some red sauce and then maybe put some spinach, onions, garlic. I don't know if we have mushrooms. Maybe throw some mushrooms in the sauce as well. So I'll check back in once that's going and we have it ready to go. All right, so here we go with dinner. I just chopped up some extra garlic, some onions, and a little tomatoes to kind of cook down a little bit. Trader Joe's sauce to throw in there. And this is pretty simple. I mean, frozen spinach will do its thing. These meatballs just have to warm up for about 20 minutes, and I'm going to do that in the sauce. And these noodles here, like I said, it's the first time using them. It looks like there's a little fluid in there, so I think I'm going to like strain that and rinse it a little bit. But those only have to go heat up for about 5 minutes. And then a little cheese maybe to throw on top, and that'll be that. So everything's in the pot going, simmering a little bit. And just like earlier, whenever there is food, you see Stella. Stella, hey, can you sit down? No? Come here. Come here. We do a trick? Come here and sit down. So there it is, the final product. I had a bite. I think it's pretty good. I think that Hearts of Palm pasta has a little bit of like, I don't know, not a crunch, but almost like if you ever had spaghetti squash or something like that. But it's good. I think it fills the pasta need.
It tastes just like pasta to me.
So that's what we have left. So normally that will be lunch. So that's lunch for one of us, at least. And then over here, we're just kind of defrosting some old soup, since, you know, that's not going to be enough for both of us tomorrow. And Stella's still here and wants some food. Stella, can you sit? No? Okay. No tricks today. So I just wanted to prove that she can do this. See, she does sit. Can I have a high five?
Aw, good girl.
Oh, let's get to a treat. All right, so here we are in the park by the house. So Stella can do her thing before bed. Lunches are packed, dishes washed, laundry's folded, Christmas cards were picked out. So tonight's pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Hey guys, my name's Shauna, one of the dietitians. This is our recipe for our virtual support group this month. I decided to do, this is one of my favorites for two reasons. Number one, it's pretty quick and easy if you get the right ingredients. And secondly, I can make a higher carb version for my growing boys and my husband who likes to have some carbs in his. And I can just make it low carb. I'll make 2 dishes but it's the same recipe pretty much. You just make one additional ingredient. So the low carb version is what I'm gonna do today, using riced cauliflower in place of rice. So it's a very low carb meal, high in protein, and the ingredients are as follows. You take rotisserie chicken. You can boil your own chicken, but I just use a rotisserie chicken because it takes 5 minutes to take it off the bone. So about half of a rotisserie chicken would probably be enough. And then I take a can of the fat-free cream of chicken soup, or low fat. So Healthy Request has a version, Campbell's has the version. There's also the generic store version of the low fat cream of chicken. Cream of mushroom would also work if you have one of those. One container, the small containers of plain Greek yogurt. I cheat and get my broccoli already cut up, so all I need to do is throw it in the microwave for 4.5 minutes to steam it. But if you want to get your own broccoli and chop it, about 2 small heads or 1 large head of broccoli would be plenty, and you just steam that. But like I said, this saves time if you need a quick, easy meal. And then a bag of riced cauliflower, frozen. Put this in the microwave for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So again, a lot of the stuff can be done at the same time. Steam your broccoli. If you're using a microwave, you have to do one at a time, but if you're doing regular broccoli on the stove, you steam that. Do this in the microwave and pull your chicken all at one time so everything's ready. And then about half of one of these bags of shredded cheese, so about a cup, and then salt and pepper to taste. So those are our ingredients for the recipe, and I'll show you how we get everything together for the casserole. Okay, so I just steamed the riced cauliflower, the broccoli, and I mixed together the cream of chicken soup and the yogurt, and a little salt and pepper in there, and we have our chicken. So all you need to do is just dump the riced cauliflower in with the broccoli. Take whatever chicken that you're going to use, and like I said, this is a whole chicken here, so I'm just gonna take I'm gonna use my hands. Take about half of that and mix it in with the riced cauliflower and veggies, broccoli. Pull it apart. Like I said, you can do boiled chicken and just pull it apart, or chunk chicken if you want, however you want to do it. And then we take our mixture here. And I forgot to mention, you preheat the oven to 350. So once that's all together, mix it all together. And again, riced cauliflower in this recipe, or a recipe that you're stir frying it with, it blends very well and does often taste like rice and feel like rice. So riced cauliflower by itself might not do that, but when you're putting it in a casserole like that, it is like this. It's very delicious. Okay, so we mix that all together. We put it in our prepared pan here. Spread it out. Just like that. And then you just sprinkle the cheese on top. Again, about 1 cup of cheese. This bag is a total of 2 cups. So you just take about half of the bag and just sprinkle it on top. One thing I also like to do sometimes with this recipe is I will put just a tiny bit of Parmesan, not a lot, but just shred a little bit of real Parmesan on top as well. And that gives it a nice strong flavor there with the Parmesan. Okay, so that's what we have. We put it in the oven for about 30 minutes, and we'll show you our finished product then. Here's our finished product. We have our chicken and broccoli and riced cauliflower casserole. Like I said, I often hear patients say, I hate making 2 meals. So this is an easy one to make 2 meals using pretty much the same things. You just add that mixture that I made. You leave the riced cauliflower out, take half of it and add real rice to it, and then you take the other half and add the riced cauliflower and just mix them then. So yeah, it's delicious.